What's up? This is Ryan with the One Board Family, and today I'm giving you a quick overview of Shallow Sea, Great Barrier Reef from Bad Comet Games. First of all, thank you to Bad Comet Games for providing this prototype for this video and for preview coverage ahead of the Kickstarter campaign. In Shallow Sea, 1 to 4 players are building out their own underwater ecosystem, including fish, sea life, and coral on their own player boards. There are 3 different bags included in this game, and during setup you're going to basically curate these bags based on your player count. One bag is going to contain fish based on your player count, the other one's going to contain coral, and the third one is going to contain sea life. In this bag you're going to choose 10 different sea life tiles and add those to the bag. This way each and every game can be slightly different based on your choice. In the center of the table is going to be a pool which is set up with 5 coral tiles, 5 fish tokens, and 5 sea life tiles. Each turn, players are going to draft from here, taking one of the 2 tile types and the fish that is associated with it. Now, if you don't like the choice that you have, you can actually spend one of your shell tokens in order to choose a different fish and tile combination if you like that better. After drafting, the player is going to take the new tile and place it somewhere on their board, making sure to be adjacent to any previous tiles that were played on the board. The player will also take the fish and place it on any bubble that is on their player board that is empty. When it comes to coral tiles, players are trying to place specific fish around that coral tile. Once you've solved all of the edges that match, you're going to turn that coral tile over, awarding you victory points in the end game. Now you have to associate one of the fish that surrounded it that completed that tile and place the fish on top of the coral. When it comes to sea life tiles, players are trying to accomplish specific patterns or color sequences in order to solve the tile. Each of these tiles will have a lower value if it's not been solved and a higher value if you have solved that tile. Play will continue around the table until there are only 4 empty spaces on each player's player board. Once that happens, the game comes to a close and everybody scores their points. In Shallow Sea, order of operation and placement really matters. I really like this because it feels like a puzzle that you're trying to constantly solve. And even when you mess up, what you can do is spend one of your shell tokens that you've earned throughout the course of the game to move fish around your board. You're going to be able to spend 2 shell tokens in order to move a fish to a different location, possibly solving one of your coral tiles and awarding you points. Each and every time a tile is solved, you're going to earn back one of those shell tokens in order to use in a future turn. Shallow Sea has a really nice flow to it, and it uses drafting mechanics that players are going to be experienced in if they've played Cascadia or Overboss or any of those games where you're taking 2 items at the same time that are adjacent in a central pool. Players who enjoy abstract games like Azul are going to find themselves at home here as they try to solve the puzzle and try to do it efficiently to earn the most points. If you're playing with family and you have younger gamers at the table, there's a section of the rulebook that actually takes out some of the more complex scoring, and you can change the sea life tiles that are included in the bag to make it easier for scoring at the end of the game. This game is very adaptable, and I love what Bad Comet has done. They've done with other games of theirs where they have some achievements and things like that in the rulebook that you can accomplish as you play through the game. This game has a lot of replayability, and just in our time with the prototype, we've really enjoyed playing this, whether it's 2, 3, or 4 players. This also has a solo version of the game, which I've not played through, but you can find more details about it on the campaign page when the Kickstarter launches. Be sure to check out the campaign for Shallow Sea from Bad Comet Games on Kickstarter. Just follow the link in the notes and it'll take you right to the campaign. Thanks so much for joining us, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And until next time, we'll see you at the table.